About day 3 of your loss, you're going to hear the word a cause and origin investigator. What is that? The insurance company is going to assign a professional cause and origin fire inspector investigator to come out and see if they can determine what was the cause of the loss. What you need to know is these guys are incredibly talented. They're much different than most of the local fire marshals. These guys, this is what they do. It's almost like they're CSI. They can come out into an incredibly burnt situation and they can walk through, recreate the scene, and determine what caused the loss. And why is that important? Why that's important is because when you accepted your insurance policy, you gave the right for subrogation to your insurer. What that means is they're going to pay you the money for the damage to the home or the property. But if they can find liability on anybody else, you've given them the right to subrogate against somebody else. So can they collect money from somebody that caused the fire? So an example of that would be, you just bought a string of Christmas lights at Home Depot. Put them on your tree, 2 days later, the lights malfunction, lights the Christmas tree on fire, and burns down your home. Your insurance company is going to pay you for the loss. If they pay you $200,000, you've given them the right to try and go back to that Christmas light manufacturer and go against their product insurance to recover the $200,000 that you paid them. While the cause and origin investigator is there, they're going to again ask for statements. Your statements are going to be consistent with the ones you've given when you filed the claim. And we're going to remember again to speak in certainties. So the things that we don't know for sure, we don't know. It's okay, you don't have to know all the answers. We're going to tell the truth and we're going to speak in certainties. Usually takes 10 minutes of time. They'll write down notes, record everything that you're saying, and that's how they start to build their report that they furnish to the insurance company. By day 3, you're already starting to get tired of living in a hotel. And if you're not in a nice hotel that's got a suite and a kitchenette, it can be even worse. So we want to talk to you a little bit about the rights you have with additional living expense under your policy. What they owe you for is like, kind, and quality housing. And what that means is same number of beds, same number of bathrooms, similar finishes. So if you have a really beautiful home, they owe you for a short-term rental in a really beautiful home, okay? We're not gonna let them take our 5,000 square foot home that has beautiful furnishings and put us in a 2-bedroom condo somewhere that isn't so desirable. It's really important that you understand that and you fight for those kind of rights, because the housing company will want to get you in as quick as possible and they'll just throw you options. It's okay. It is okay for you to say no, okay? If it has central air, they've got to put you in a home that has central air. So look for those type of things and don't be afraid to say, no, that's not good enough for me. You paid for the insurance. This is a right under the policy. Fight for that, okay? If you have children in school, they owe you for something that's in the same school district. A tip can be, if you can't find anything in a school district, talk to your school district's transportation department, and oftentimes, they have a heart for what you're going through. Oftentimes they will set up a special bus or a van to pick up your child even though they're out of district for the time that you're out of your home. So if you can't find something in the district, talk to your transportation department. That's often a good way to do that. So short-term leases, depending on the size of your loss, they are going to want to offer a 3, 4, 5, 6 month time frame. The reality is, what landlord of a nice house out there wants to rent a house for 3 or 4 months? They're going to want a year lease, okay? Fight for that year lease. If you can't find anything else and the landlord will only allow you to sign a 1-year lease, it is what it is. Even if you're going to be in the home for 6 months, you can ask your insurance company to pay for the 12 months. The other thing that you can do is you can talk to the landlord or the representative for the landlord and say, hey, I understand you wanted $1,500 a month for this house for a year. We've got pets, you didn't allow pets. Is there anything that we can do to negotiate with you? Is there a number that you would take for a short-term lease and for pets? So we're at $1,500, would you consider $2,200 a month? Sometimes Landlords don't really know this process and they don't know what's available to them. So sometimes money kind of speaks. So use those avenues to walk through. Okay, it'll help you find something. It'll help, again, the most important thing that you can do right now is get that long-term stability in your life. The final thing is you find a house and it's empty. Do I have to go out and buy furniture? Should I spend my contents money? There are some adjusters out there that will say, why would I pay you for furniture? You're gonna go out and buy new ones already anyway. Why would I pay for that twice? The reality is they owe you for furnishings. There are furniture rental companies that will furnish your house. There's usually 3 qualities in the furnishings. If you've got really nice furniture, ask for the really high-end stuff, okay? They'll bring in TVs, beds, couches, silverware, all the things that you need in your day-to-day life. You don't have to spend your content money furnishing your temporary rental house. Make sure you understand that. We understand how overwhelming this is. If you need to bounce some ideas off of anybody, or you're worried that you're not being fairly treated, give us a call. You can email us. You can call the number that's in the description below. We're here to help you. Anything that we can do, we'd gladly do that.